Hello and welcome back Toward Wellbeing. This is Rachel. Thanks for tuning in. This is another video in the series about bringing mindfulness activities to your child's day. So today I really wanted to focus on colours, so some visualizations that we can help our kids practice. And if you watch back to my previous videos, you'll see the information about why mindfulness and becoming present and focused on the present moment is so beneficial for our mental health and well-being. So what I'd like you to do for this activity is encourage your child to find somewhere comfortable to sit. You can encourage them to sit cross-legged. Try and see if they can get them to bring their shoulders back, but relaxed, and bring them to a room that's got lots of different things. So a room that's full. This is a pretty boring room. There's black and white things and grey things. There are actually some things in the corner that I'll use for this particular activity. But what we want is an environment that is going to have a lot of stimulus. Not that we want to overwhelm them, but what we want to do is direct or give them opportunity to direct their focus in lots of different ways. So get them to sit. You might start, of course it's not compulsory, but you might start with a couple of deep or calm belly breaths. I have another couple of videos with some scripts about how you can encourage or work through some calm breathing with your child. As I said, not necessary, but it might calm them and get them in the right space to actually do this activity. So what we want our children to do is sit calmly and start to draw their attention from the inside to the outside. So what is it that they can see? So give them space and time to consider their answer. Don't rush. There's no right or wrong answers really. It's your child's interpretation and your child's experience. So after they've done some nice calm breathing, what we want them to do is have a look around and see all the different colours of red. So red is not just one shade. Red is multifaceted. It comes in pale, so pinks. It's right all the way up to fire engine red. So get your child to sit quietly and explore the room around them using their eyes and see how many different reds they can see. Get them to either point them out to you, or if they've got the words, tell you what it is that they can see. Give them as long as they can hold their attention or until they're running out of red objects. Once that's been done, you then would move to the next primary colour, which is blue. So you would ask them, how many different types of blue can you see? Can you point them out? And again, blue comes in a huge range and shade. It can go from a pale grey blue right up to ocean blue and navy blue. And it will be really interesting for you to help your child come up with different words. You could even do some research after to try and find names for different blues. There's so many beautiful colour words out there. It could end up being a learning opportunity as well. So you have things like cornflower blue, royal blue, navy blue, azure. So it could also be a really interesting activity to follow up on later to actually figure out the names of the different blues that you've seen. So then we would continue the activity on. So you would ask them what greens they can see, what yellows they can see, what purples they can see, what black they can see, what whites they can see, what oranges they can see, and run through all of the key colours. It would be really interesting to see what they notice in their environment, and you might want to remind them that everything has a colour. Technically, black is the presence of all colour and white is the absence of all colour, but let's not get into semantics. But essentially everything around them has a colour, and it's really important for them to be able to draw their attention to identify the different colours that they're seeing. It will bring them to the present moment. It will bring them to this present, so this space that we're in right now. So as I said, I do have some objects in the corner. My daughter's got some toys that weren't packed away. We're human, we're not perfect. Our toys don't get packed away every night. But having a look, so if you're having a look at this, you can see that there are a variety of different blue colours. There's a pale blue on the suitcase. There's a grey and a white on the suitcase. There's a helmet with some certain characters that I probably won't name. We've got some puzzles that have got pinks and yellows and purples. So you can, it doesn't have to be fancy. The room doesn't have to be beautifully set up. It can just be any room, their bedroom, their playroom, the lounge room, anywhere. And just getting them to practice bringing their attention to the present is a really great way of getting them to feel in control of redirecting their thoughts, and also bringing kind of neutral or potentially positive stimulus to the forefront of their mind for them to focus on, potentially, rather than negative or distressing thoughts. So this one can be great for calming down. It can also just be a useful activity to get them to bring focus. So if you're homeschooling or if you're in self-isolation, you might want to do an activity like this before you start something that involves a lot of focus, because this is getting them in the right frame of mind. So thank you again for tuning in. If you are on my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you're on any of my other channels, don't forget to check back in later for future videos. Thank you very much.